In our world today, we find ourselves dwelling on the facts of having to accomplish a demanding job or to be somewhere at a certain time, but yet find ourselves overweight with inferior responsibilities that appeal to one's interests at the time. This makes the person believe that the actual important obligations can linger on until the person has had their insignificant fix of enjoyment. The daily commodities such as chores and work usually fall into the objectives you have to accomplish before a certain time period. However, there is a thief of time known as procrastination which robs you of the ability to complete any of these tasks and focus your time on less significant matters. Procrastination keeps one from getting to the important assets which help that person stay sane. For example, one may find themselves asking why they have not cleaned their house, which looks as if Katrina has passed by and stayed there on vacation, and fails to realize this disaster could have been avoided if that person had taken the time to dissolve the debris. The individual consumes their energy with a false state of mind, such as feeling exhausted, and then the person fools himself with great confidence that the next day they will leave their house without a single speck of dust. Alas, the dreaded day of tomorrow comes, and the procrastinator knows and tries to find an excuse to why they have not sterilized their dwellings yet. Efforts are made, but not to clean the residence, rather to fabricate reasons to justify their sedentary actions and make false promises to oneself of how they will clean their cave the next day. This vicious cycle continues as day and night go by with little to nothing being done, leaving the person with a grimy, muddy, filthy home. The effects of prolonged uncleanliness devours one's self-esteem and lowers their overall environmental satisfaction that continues to disintegrate their sanity, making the human mind lost in an island of toxic waste. The results of procrastination persist to negatively impact the user mainly by dismembering their ability to formulate comprehensive and adequate work. This is true for students in school since they assume they can finish a mountain of work in a short burst of time, with their belief of themselves as a machine, which can suddenly be switched on and perform any task nonstop until the off button is pressed. A student can work as a machine, but even though the machine may have produced an abundance of work, the quality shall look significantly lower than if the machine had taken its time to manufacture superior products as a human should. It does not matter to the student though. As long as they receive a satisfactory grade, they have done enough and decide to focus their time on less meaningful things, such as watching TV, playing video games, or socializing. Placing their priorities first could have saved the student time and left them with less anxiety, giving them peace of mind to be able to perform other more pleasurable activities. As procrastination slowly delves into the hands of a person, it begins to be used as a tool rather than be avoided as an enemy. If procrastination develops into an epidemic disease, the worth of completed work will decline, and the overall ethics of a person will deteriorate into an endless abyss until the only products being engineered by the person will look like defecated material disguised as fulfilled work.